Ha! Those are my shoes. Ha! I got you guys good. Ha! Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Shyzalosophy 101. That's right, it's great to be alive. He's here. Here's your host, Shyzabox. Oh, is the show starting? Oh, it must be. Quick, hurry, giddy up, hurry. We're gonna be late. Come on, girl. Oh. Excellent. Thank you. Get out of here. And the horse. You wrote in on. Excellent. Ba-da-ba-ba-bow. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome, nuns and all. That's right, priests, preachers, cardinals, rabbis, weirdos with beardos, Alcoholics Anonymous, anyone who accidentally clicked on this by mistake. Missionaries, electricians, plumbers, professional pizza delivery technicians. Welcome, nuns. Welcome all. We've got a fantastic show for you today. Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, jeers warranted. We've got a free show for you today. Sorry, we venture into saying fantastic. We understand. We know what you mean. Show sucks. Competing with the likes of Joe of the Rogan, Asmon of the Gold, Tim of the Pool. We know our place. Ground floor level of crap. Believe you me, we know what role we must fill, which is necessitated. Ground floor level of crap. Excellent. When we called Daryl Dixon dibs at being the best of the worst internet celebrity there is, we knew that with it would come all of the accolades of nothing, right? But we knew that we could offer the personal guarantee of ourselves to which endeavor anyone embarks upon, even if they check this out for like 30 seconds, right? Hey, show's not good, never gets better, but our personal guarantee to you, anything that you like or love more than this, guaranteed to be better. From here on out, it's like, man, I thought I'd seen some bad shows before, but dude, I watched Shyzabox for like a minute the other day, and your people are like, oh, that asshole that said he theoretically solved Tesla's 369. You're like, yeah, that one. I ran that massive equation that he was, given out of 1 divided by 7. Believe you me, I checked his math. He is correct in that of saying that it is the number without a remainder of 3, 6, and or 9 within it. Crazy old cosmological philosopher Shyzabox. But obviously, he looks at things differently from the rest of us. He hasn't had a formalized physics class, and dude just seems crazy. Or not subjective, right? Everything here is for philosophical entertainment at that of one's understanding. Of course, subjective to that of one's understanding. You can lead a horse to water. You can't make it know what the fuck water is. Ooh, bad word. Downvote, unsubscribe. That's the thing, see? We called Daryl Dixon dibs at being best of the worst internet celebrity there is. We know our place. It's ground floor level of crap, right? Everyone has all these lofty goals, ambitions, dreams. Everyone's like, oh, I'm gonna reach for the stars. I'm gonna be number 1. I'm gonna be number 1 best-selling recording music artist. If we're all recording artists, we're shooting for number 99 on the Billboard 100, okay? That affords us a little leeway to suck. A little more. Punk rock kitty with jubblies. Hello and hi. Oh, what? You can't read, you son of a bitch? What? Son of a bitch is okay, but titties isn't? I don't know the rules. Keep your bra on. Punk rock kitty with a bra. This show might have kids walking by. I mean, it shouldn't. Get your kids the fuck off this show. What a bad word, downvote, unsubscribe. Downvote us harder, Daddy. It's like a massage. Who's that? Hassan Zaman dash N7DK. Hello and hi. Welcome to the show. Believe you me, Hassan Zaman dash EN7DK. We were talking to, and it's funny, Hassan Zaman dash EN6DK yesterday. And we were like, hey, where's Hassan Zaman N7DK? We see Hassan Zaman N6ZK. 6-7, right? I don't know. Downvote. Unsubscribe. It's too hot out. Only losers want the rash. Well, are you talking rash like Battletoads on Nintendo? Of the, I don't know, whatever the fuck Battletoads is on. I mean, you know, Xbox has it now. You can play it on Xbox, but Battletoads, notorious for, like, Super Nintendo, right? Okay, you had, like, Zit, Rash, whatever their names are. Nowadays, you know, obviously, no one probably wants either of the sort. Either one. I don't know. You're funny. Well, hey, punk rock kitty with a bra, because there could be kids. We wrote Pickled Punk Philosophy. That's right, we like it too. It's soaked in brine. Not literally. It would ruin the book if you did that. But, we're just saying, if you're a rock and roller, man, go to Kindle Unlimited. You can read it for, in essence, free if you get a, you know, free trial. You don't gotta buy it. We're not saying buy our book because it's Pickled Punk Philosophy. We just see in your moniker, Punk Rock Kitty with a bra. You know, kids walking by. I mean, Pickled Punk Philosophy is like, you know, punk. Yeah, I mean, you know, I thought there was a little correlation. I thought we had a thing going on. Okay. Kitty with a bra. We can call you Kitty with a bra, right? Of course we can. It's our show. So, Punk Rock Kitty with titties. It comes down to, in essence, that of, this is, in essence, a pickup continuation. We were having a little show earlier. I'll buy a physical copy. Huh. You don't have to do that. You'll regret it. As much as you'll regret your algorithm being messed up by even being here probably to begin with. You're like, oh man, I spent a couple seconds there. Your data's now been sold in the mere amount of time you've been here, at least 6-7 times. Okay? Minimal. Hey, you stop by here, you know, Flock's here, obviously, Flock's everywhere, so they're like, oh, you're watching Shyzabox, huh? That dude's crazy. Theoretically, for philosophical entertainment, of course, everything's subjective to that of one's, you know, understanding. Everything's fine. Huh, what? Read a poem from our poetry book? The hell, all right. Not Teresa's scary poem for kids, though. Too scary. And we wrote that one with the buddy. Where's poetry book? Ah, how poetry, how poetry. Now, you might be saying there's nothing punk rock about poetry. That is correct. We don many hats, I reckon. Maybe a rock and roller at heart and by nature, but, you know, subjective, right? I mean, hell, we could have technically only grown up listening to Offspring and Green Day and be like, hey, you know, I mean, maybe. I don't know. That's, you know, that's going with, like, Billy Joe Armstrong. He never said Green Day was a punk band. He actually used to say exactly counter to that. They are that of not. People put that label there upon them, okay? It's kind of, as they say, okay? Now, they got lumped in because mainstream, obviously, picking up any of that rock and roll, theoretically. I mean, who knows? Who cares? Decades ago, right? How old are you? Probably ancient. Music is poetry. Okay, have you been listening to Tim Armstrong and Rancid and A Poet's Life by Tim Armstrong? That's a fantastic album. Fuck this stream, everyone. Go listen to that. Hey, what a crazy correlation. Hold on. I shit you not. Hold on. All right, so Tim Armstrong, obviously, Operation Ivy, Rancid, that, this, that, the other. Armor of God, Apocrypha, Coinage, Jesus' birthday. That's a good one. We'll read Jesus' birthday another day. Tim of the Armstrong, page 50. Hell, we've never read this one on stream before. That's right. Because it's probably not good. Subjective, right? We actually, we wrote a poem, Tim of the Armstrong. We'll read that one. Okay, now, hold on. We can't just go reading poetry into the ether willy-nilly. There's Joey afoot. That's right. Joey, all of that negative energy, all that sinful nature, all of that disgusting error in our computational code when we're running computational code. Feel free to go to the IPFS site that we have. There's free games, free demos, free LimeWire-inspired music player. If anyone likes that old-school music listening fun, believe you me, we'll show you how it's done. In Web3, the future wild, wild west of the future of the internet. And the IPFS site, if you go down to the audio section, I think the first thing right above the Resonant Kalimba demo, which is right above Granny's Mayo Mental Music Maker. That's right. Fantastic. You just a tub of mayonnaise and make music out of it. Because someone was messing with us and decided they wanted it to be an instrument or something. Doesn't matter. It is now. Obviously, we can't just go reading poetry without cleansing the aether how they taught us to in that of 90s and even a little bleed over into early 2000s, kind of comedies and things of that nature, okay? You have all this nasty, we say, Joey in that of the universe, the environment. We can't just go reading poetry, okay? It'll make the poetry suck even more, okay? I mean, you already have to contend with the fact that we wrote it. I know, it's terrific. But there's only one way to cleanse the ether of that negative Joey energy. Obviously, you have to adhere to those 90s practices of what you see in sitcoms and things of that nature. 1, 2, that was 2, it takes 3, everyone knows this. 3, excellent. Now that you have all of the negative energy in your area, in your life, anything that's been holding you down, you put it into a little ball, and through the magic of the power of metaphysics, ooh, that shit's in your house now. So there's some good and some bad. Hold on, let me get some sanitizer and seal off that little gap there so you can't send that shit back to us. Believe you me, Joey's disgusting. You're going to want to clean that up. While you're cleaning it, luckily the atmosphere around here in the ether's nice and Joey-free. We can read that poem to you now. For real, you're going to want to get that before it starts spreading. Joey is disgusting. Bleh. If it's from Joey, it's a no. Obviously. Alright, this one's from How Cometry, Poetry, available on Amazon.com and Kindle Unlimited for the low price of, we don't remember how much. You don't have to buy it, who cares? Just gotta search Shyzabox books, or go to Books A Million or Barnes and Noble. Go up to the front and be like, hey, you got any Shyza on your shelves? They'll threaten to call security, kick you out of the store. Be like, no, it's for real a book, man, and it's gonna be in your system if you spell that shit right. Search Shyzabox Shyzalosophy. It'll come right up, sir. Security to the front. Go in there, too, with, like, a Starbucks instead of their fucking Joe Mugs. That'll really piss them off. I'm here to have you search shit. And then don't even buy it, theoretically. Or do, it doesn't matter. Do whatever you feel like. We joke and kid this off for philosophical entertainment. Do that of which you do. Everything is subjective to that one's own understanding. This one is called Tim of the Armstrong. For tombs reside which feed the soul, injecting life to me. On much more than one occasion, endeavors of it Tim have thus supplieth me. From the rankest of the rancid and poet's life through's end, endeavors such as Cypress Hill have hitteth hard with friends and friends. God bless you, Tim of the Armstrong, though your endeavors punk shall never die. Excellent, fantastic. What a cliffhanger. Nah, man, that shit sucked. What? Shut up, Mom. Trying to sell books here. You want us to move out of your basement or not? Shouldn't you be at your second job to support us now? You're gonna be late. Chop, chop. Let us do the selling. When are you gonna start? I don't know, Mom. Maybe when you get to fucking work. We joke we kid this all for philosophical entertainment and or a lack thereof. Everything's fine. What was that? Read a poem from our poetry book? We just did it earlier. You'll have to rewind it and watch. Maybe at the end, if you're lucky, we'll read another one, okay? Yeah, we're looking forward to it too. It'll be fantastic. All right, where were we? No, we're good. Ma, clock's ticking. For some reason, we wanted to look at the Meatballs on Monday guy. Okay. Now, you might be saying, Meatballs on Mondays. That sounds interesting. And believe you me, it has nothing to do with what we were talking about earlier. Or does it? Metaphysics is crazy. Right? I don't know. But the Meatballs on Mondays guy, for some reason, we just wanted to look at that one. I don't know. We find it humorous. One of our buddies' books, we helped them put it out. Meatballs on Monday, yeah, we find it entertaining. Quite entertaining. Alas, as we venture into, you know, that of the rest of the, you know, I guess show, right? You know, or lack thereof, whatever. As we embark on that of what we embark therein, before we get even further into the show, we do need to inherently apologize for last stream, okay? Well, that's right. You know, I mean, we can't be perfect all the time. That's God's job, okay? Not our shoes to fill, not our role, okay? Show sucks. Mistakes are bound to happen in bounds. Out of bounds, too, ironically. Metaphysics is crazy. Theoretically, for philosophical entertainment. But pertaining to our stream earlier, sorry about that. Excellent, forgive and forget, right? Let bygones be bygones. What'd you say? It wasn't racist? Oh, I'll bet it was. What? Shut up, Mom! You're gonna get us in trouble. Clock's ticking. This show sucks. What? That is correct. As we call this episode to order, we thought to ourselves, what better way to embark on a continuation of what we were talking about earlier than to just jump into it without any reasonable metric to how, why, and or how come. It's kind of like the same as the other things, right? But we were thinking to ourselves, you know, it got cut short. It got cut to the point where, you know, it really sucks to not entertain that of whatever, you know, thoughts come to one's head, whatever questions and things of that nature, right? And when Don't Trip was here earlier, okay, that's right. He was asking the most, you know, bestest of questions, right? All sorts of stuff from, like, entropy to, other questions, too. I mean, they were really good. You are so beautiful. Hey, Roach, welcome back. Raw Dog. You didn't tell us you'd be kicking it here. Well, thank you, though. It's very kind of you to say. Believe you me, 'tis in the eye of the beholder after all. We got lights on us that make us look that way. Believe you me. We're not. I mean, maybe like metaphysically, okay? It's like a beauty to the conscientious thought or something like that, right? Otherwise, 'tis the eye of the beholder, right? Like, have you been drinking tonight? Raw dog. Roach! Have you been drinking tonight? Don't celebrate that, internet. Don't encourage Roach. They might accidentally come back again. Not yet. Soon, though. Yeah, if I have to deal with any more of this shit right here. Can't say we didn't lead our parents to drinking, too. Devout baptisms. Straight out the window. Not really, but you know. We probably helped lead to their decision, too. Theoretically, for philosophical entertainment. Let's call this episode back to order. Hear, hear. Virat Kohli! Virat Kohli is the world's best cricket player as far as we're concerned. Now, empirics be damned, academics be damned, statistics be damned. You got Virat Kohli, all right? Now, you can think upon yourselves at any way, shape, and minute, all right, that cricket is just like, you know, people with a bat or something, right? You got Virat motherfucking Kohli. K-O. And of course we know how to spell it, we just like to double check. Obviously. Virat Kohli. Okay, and the reverse, he's backwards, 40s frontwards, obviously. Don't worry about our handwriting. Hey, if you have literally a cricket bat, which looks something like a giant spanking paddle from fraternities. Thank you, sir. May I have another? That's what you're going to want to be asking Virat Kohli when this shit's in his hands, because he's going to be knocking that shit out the park. Aryan Pandy, is Virat Kohli good at batting? Or is he better at, like, lobbing the ball and stuff? Commie baseball? Roach, it's not commie baseball. It's commie stickball. There's a difference. Baseball has 9 players. Virat Kohli could probably take on an entire U.S. baseball team and win. Not even joking. Especially if it's the, I don't know, hey, what team does everyone hate now? Especially if it's the, the Cleveland Indians. Virat Kohli kicks the shit out of the Cleveland Indians as anyone metaphysically can nowadays. Because they don't fucking exist. Oh, you can't say that. You can't say that. Yes, I can. Virat Kohli's the best fucking cricket player ever, in our opinion. We can have an opinion. Now, you might be saying Virat Kohli is arguably the second best cricket player ever, or something like that. You probably have a solid argument for that as well. So he's the first and the second best cricket player. You put his first name at the slot 1, and you put Kohli in slot 2, because Virat Kohli is cricket. If you don't have Virat Kohli, as far as we're concerned, you don't have motherfucking cricket. Now, let us differentiate, because there is a line in the sand argument that no matter what, especially with Virat Kohli or not, okay, if you were to have, oh man, we've never drawn one of these things before. What the fuck is that? It's a cricket. That's his other leg. They jump and stuff. There's his eye. He's happy. You can have cricket without Virat Kohli, but you can't have, you know, I mean, it's like watching golf without Happy Gilmore. It's organized and nice. What? I don't know. Maybe that's a bad analogy. We can't be perfect. That's God's job. Everything's fine. What? Read a poem from our poetry book? Maybe again in a smidge if you're good. Actually, we're looking forward to it too. It will be nice. Virat Kohli is back. His back is back. That's right. And then, yeah, like we were saying, Roach, you know, Commie Baseball, I think they share bats. They share the bats, they share the balls. I think they share the outcome of the game, too. We're pretty certain. I think they share uniforms and cups in between at-bats. They all belong to the, you know, I mean, it's just, no one owns anything. As far as we remember. I don't know. We could be wrong. I mean, we don't, hell, we don't even know that much about cricket if we're being honest, okay? All we know is what we've been told, and we've been told Virat Kohli is a pretty phenomenal player from what we can interpret. Now, we could be right, we could be wrong. We're maybe wrong in a lot of people's opinions and interpretations thereof. Hell, you know, I guess it's all subjective. Or everything is, all right? Everyone's their own philosopher, everyone's their own historian, everyone entertains out of their own ideas and metrics of what they entertain, all right? Everyone gets to choose and decide what they resonate with, what they, you know, like, what they dislike, where they feel like foundationally they want to hang out and kick it, this, that, the other, okay? The means and the metrics behind any of which, all right, is the same of which one elicits for that of a favorite player in a sports ball or a favorite player on a team and or a favorite sport in general. Why one elicits the like of that of, you know, stickball over that of baseball or football or soccer or the other football, soccer, football. Or hockey or golf or, I don't know, gymnastics if that's a sport. Yeah, right, that is. Yeah, of course it is. There's a lot of sports in gymnastics. Don't worry, that's not even a joke. Right? Flippy, flippy, tumble, tumble. The iron cross. I mean, shit. We couldn't do any of it. Balance, agility, all that. That's a sport. I guarantee it. Because we couldn't do it, obviously. But inevitably, one has to, you know, just kind of entertain the direction, though, of like you say, Virat Kohli is back. It's the same kind of analogy of what you're given and what you continue therewith, all right? When you're having a conversation, when you're mid-thought with an individual, an entity, or anything like that, and you get cut off, or you get distracted, or you get to a point in time where you can't finish that conversation, you can't finish that thought, all right? It can lead to, you know, just open-ended outcomes of what-ifs, wouldas, couldas, okay? Now, inevitably, everything has that to be extracted and or interpreted from the outcome of a end result and final disconnection from a entanglement thereof, theoretically, for philosophical entertainment. When you disentangle yourself with said entity, individual, item, anything like that, picking up an item in a store, playing with a shite button, something like that, all right, disentangling yourself from it, all right, you go your own way, you go your own metric, and it's how then, you know, any interaction upon is left therein. If they are left with a part thought or a uncompleted thought from, you know, an episode, a show, or something like that, or if we don't explain something well in that of what we, you know, theorize, and while proven to ourselves as a self-referential integrity system in our closed Shyzalosophical Godelian loop, this, that, the other, all right, while we can do all that, empirically we're not validated, okay? So when you disengage from an entity, all right, and you're left without a full, complete thought, okay, it lends to even more loose-end possibilities as to where you decide to go from there. But what's amazing, all right, is that even in those brief interactions, even in those small little, you know, times and places and circumstances, okay, where individuals resonate, and you might have the same like groups together and everything like that. When you have a completed thought or anything like that, and when you can agree on an entire basis, all right, structurally, when you prioritize that of, and here's where we were talking earlier, all right, with good old don't trip, and we didn't really get to finalize that of what we were saying, okay? He was asking about entropy, and we were explaining that of our eigenvalues and utilizing Fiedler, okay, to reinterpret Landauer, okay, with how we view prioritizing instead of how, Landauer is correct, okay, in his logic, but instead of prioritizing the speed and erasure of data, okay, we in our Shyzalosophical Laplacian matrix, okay, we prioritize that of how the data is structured in the grid itself, okay? Well, you laugh, okay? But, I mean, that's the inherent difference in that of the system, okay? When you have Landauer's system, which is correct, and we, you know, we say this all the time, eventually broken record's right, eventually once a day around these parts. Hell. You got Landauer's system, and you got Shyzabox's Laplacian Landauer system, okay, SLLS. You gotta share Landauer, okay? In Landauer's understanding of computation, at least how we at least perceive it to be in our interpretations thereof. Okay, because he's correct. It's been quantum computed and verified. Landauer is correct, and now he says you have a prioritization of all of these little parts, and you have information, okay, that it is prioritized for the speed and erasure of data. How long you been streaming? Right now? Nah. Or how long in general? I mean, this channel's been around for 10 years. As far as streaming, I don't know, maybe like a year-ish on and off, maybe. I mean, we used to do our show Shyzabox a la Shyzabox. And then we signed on with punkrokreview for Shyzalosophy 101 after we proved our theory. We shouldn't have, in hindsight. Then Rock went to jail. So we get to kind of run the channel now, and he regrets it, and he keeps telling us not to do what we're doing. But as far as like streaming, I don't know, maybe like a year-ish. Not long. Or longer, I don't know. Depends on what you consider streaming, I guess. I mean, creating that of content, whether good or not. Yeah, I mean, we've done that for a smidge, you know. But yeah, as far as like streaming, like live streaming and stuff, not long at all. Oh, it shows. We knows it shows. That's why our handwriting's so sloppy, writing reverses backwards. Landauer's correct in his system because, as we were telling Don't Trip earlier, with entropy, all right, you have heat that occurs with the dissipation of erasing data, all right? So if this is a warring tribe, and this is a warring tribe, and they are fighting each other, okay? They are sowing chaos, they are sowing entropy, okay? Now, this is a correlation, okay? Because Shyzabox is that of a bridge between that of you know, physical and that of knowledge, okay? Lithos meet logos, Shyzabox is a bridge. Maybe not a good one. Debatable. When you have two entities fighting each other, all right, as we state, if one entity is half erased, half eradicated, they will circle back, maybe regroup with some other entities, and they will go out for revenge. You have a recurring cycle of chaos that happens over and over again until one is completely wiped out. Then you have a complete erasure of that data at what cost? A massive one. Okay? Literally, with Shyzabox, you know, crazy old us, we never had a formalized physics class, okay? So, for us, Landauer, okay, is disposable logic because we utilize Fiedler, okay, the second smallest, you know, aspect and component of the system itself, okay? You have your eigenvalues, which are our you need more views. Well, subjective. I mean, we have, I mean, this is a line in the sand argument. Shyzabox is crazy. Mighty kind of you to say more views, but we don't chase that of which does not come naturally, okay? We use resonantial logic. We do not force bits into unstable states. We don't want to have this. This doesn't work, but it does. This is where we live. Inside this circle, theoretically, is everything that can exist and can possibly be. Anything at all. I'm a dot, you're a dot, we're a dot, he's a dot, she's a dot, they're a dot. Who gives a shit? 1 + 1 is 2. Ice cream exists. The Volvo is a car. Ford Bronco is a car of sorts. Whatever. Mitsubishi, Toyota. Catholicism, Judaism, Islam, Mormonism, Buddhism, Hinduism. Everybody gets a dot. Because, theoretically, the system exists. Eigenvalues say the system wants to naturally exist. We want to naturally exist. We loves life. Landauer is correct. It's been computationally verified and ascertained to be true with quantum computing. Now, Landauer operated in the 1960s. That is not a slam. That is a reality, okay? No closed system can witness that of its own gain. No closed empirical system can empiricize itself, theoretically, for philosophical entertainment. When you have academics as one of these circles, and you have literally what we call PDF logic on a daily, a weekly, a monthly basis, hundreds of thousands to millions of PDFs flooding the system, academics are not reading that information. Academics are not affording any opportunity for it to come to light, for it to be. Now, there might be what is that of a minuscule trickle at what could be deemed empiricalization of evidence for what could be construed as an elicited gain. Now, the difference between Landauer's system prioritizing the speed and erasure of data is that when you do that, when you prioritize that over prioritizing a natural structuring of the data grid itself, which we do in our Shyzabox Laplacian matrix, okay? We've never had a formalized physics class, so we can disregard the second law of thermodynamics because fuck all that heat and entropy. Why? You don't need to prioritize the speed and erasure of data if you don't give a shit what that data is. Now, all data is important, but why are we prioritizing how we store what you ate for fucking breakfast on goddamn Instagram? Theoretically, for philosophical entertainment, sorry for the language, God. You're creating data centers. Downvote, downvote, he said a bad word, a really bad word. We don't work for a big company. We don't have an NDA we're under. We are not beholden to HR, and empirics be damned. We've already proved our theory. We've already literally monographed lectin in that of our book Delectable. We've already moved a metric kernel of data from Kaggle to Web3. Empirics be damned. Okay? An empirical system cannot empiricize itself. It needs that in an external force. That's us. We get to be chaos because we have a line in the sand argument, okay? Landauer's disposable logic, though, while it's correct, we don't prioritize the speed and erasure of data, okay? That causes the heat, that causes the dissipation, all right? And we like to just, it's negotiable, work around it, okay? What we do is rather structure that with a cubo-octahedral matrix utilizing vector equilibrium. So a cubo-octahedron, which we cannot fucking draw. Right? What, 24 sides, like flat surfaces, like, I mean, the shape is insanely awesome, okay? It's amazing. But we get a system too, okay? Because we're allowed to have our own system as well, okay? So this system exists. We get to be in the system too. You get your own system. Everyone's their own philosopher. Everyone's their own historian. We just utilize a cuba-octahedral matrix on top of ours, okay? On top of that, we utilize geography as cryptography in that of what we do, okay? Now, you might disagree with that said technique, and that's fine. Because we wish not to force anyone to come over to that of our resonantial witnessed logic, okay? Enjoy your PDFs. Let us know when you're finished reading them all and what you thought. In a closed-loop system, no external fact can contradict it. Thusly, you must lay the foundation of a system in which you inherently control that of the information with which flows therein. Okay? It's literally establishing the eigenvalues as that of the parameters for the immutable domain of the system itself, okay? Theoretically, for philosophical entertainment, okay? But we have already, that clearly takes precedent. Well, Roach! We don't know what does, but you're correct in whatever it is, surely. Sorry, we don't know when that came in. Apologies. If you have a question, let us know. When does this end? This sucks. I don't know. We don't know. I guess when someone shows up with a briefcase full of cash. Oh, Instagram breakfast, yeah. Build more data centers, everyone. Because, Roach, we only talked breakfast. Don't forget lunch, dinner, snack, and fucking your cousin's lunch as well. They added reels and everything. I mean, more data. On our structure, okay, the data can exist, but you can house and maintain that of your own recipes and stuff on your own fucking device. You don't need to use a data center. Stop. 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 Full stop. Read some of your PDFs. Or don't. Do whatever you want. Short from videos, I think, are effing it up. Well, that is correct. The channel's made some too. Guilty. Guilty. Sorry about that. We utilize a cuba-octahedral matrix, okay, to prioritize vector equilibrium off of a topological dissipational structure, okay? So, what does that mean? Lithic logic, okay? Lithic logic reigns supreme. Lithic means rock, stone, okay? A foundational grid, so we utilize that as the foundation, and we prioritize that with a Shaw ceiling, okay, of the eigenvalues and the resonances therewith. Very important to utilize Young's modulus and density. You must. Okay? Lithic stone structures exist topologically that you may align. We already did. Okay? You may go to that of the descriptification. We don't hide behind the math. We don't hide behind the science. Audit the shit out of us. Okay? We are willing to be wrong, but damn it, we're accepting to be right. We don't care. When we utilize vector equilibrium to pull from these topological structures, okay, that of data and information, okay, from a gridded system, you can theoretically utilize that of the entire structuring of the grid itself. And remember, there is no such thing as free energy. Not free. We've never had a formalized physics class, and the minute you start saying Landauer's disposable logic, you start getting, oh, free energy, flat earther, free energy. Toroidal. Theoretically, I don't know. Oh, but free energy. No, no such thing as free energy. Landauer, thermodynamics, the principles within which exist that mankind has put in place upon that of their knowledge and understanding is negotiable. Mathematically, computationally, fuck, we did. I don't know what to tell you. Whatever, we made Shyzapong. We're done. We did our work. If someone wants to work with us, briefcase full of cash, or just ask us a question, we'll work for free. Money's a construct. Who gives a shit? We don't need praise. We don't need accolades. We don't need any of that. Good old Shyzabox wants for naught. We're very blessed in that of our allotment. So, in that of our okay, we prioritize the structuring of the data on the grid. You have these topological Lithic structures that maintain that of their own resonantial density, that of their own resonantial frequency, that of their own Young's modulus pertaining to it. You can literally utilize that of a digital fingerprint, okay, within which could cryptographically seal, and we have, okay, that of the entire structuring of housing, maintaining an entire gridded structure for the Earth itself, okay? Not only that, but theoretically for philosophical entertainment. On top of that being plausible, we took it a step further and actually sealed things like Göbekli Tepe, Stonehenge, the Great Pyramids, okay, the Azures Plateau, to that of the Earth itself, okay? So you have all these megalithic stone structures that exist, okay? You have Bell technologies and frequencies that were eradicated and destroyed for wartime purposes, right? Theoretically. We see that you got a comment in there, Roach, and we're going to get to it, we promise. In fact, it's more important than whatever we're saying, surely. You have all these stone structures that exist. If you prioritize that of the structuring of the data itself versus that of the entropy and the heat that is created, okay, within the confines of that of prioritizing the speed and erasure of data, okay, versus the layout and foundational matrix upon with which that data is extracted, okay, we prioritize the foundational metrics of the grid, utilizing that of Fiedler to reinterpret Landauer, making that of which disposable logic, okay, to which you can reinterpret and thusly use that of the topological dissipation therein, okay? It's the difference between entropy and gaining heat versus the non-tropic, non-entropy, okay, and gaining gain, okay? Believe you me. Foundationally, nature and geology, and remember, we use geology as cryptography, okay? Foundationally, geology utilizes that of concentricized circles and that of its elicited gain. Proven, okay? That's beyond crazy Shyzabox saying that. I mean, that's what it is, okay? Minerals grow, crystals grow, piezoelectric, some strong stuff, right? The Shyzabox's Landauer Laplacian system, okay, versus just Landauer, which is disposable logic, okay, it's correct in a broken system. It is correct. It has been quantum computedly proven correct. However, we quantumly computed a metric kernel of data from Kaggle to Web3. So, I mean, you can go to our IPFS site. We don't hide behind the math. We don't hide behind the science, okay? Go audit us. We don't hide. If you got a question therein, we're willing to answer it thusly therefrom. There's what we were looking for. All right, so, for example, if you view the Kaggle Web 2 dynamic as either the blue or the red circle, and Web 3 as either the blue or the red circle, okay, the little tiny line, okay, and you can go see this, all right, via the IPFS site. It's our sovereign micro blockchain. You can see the entire metric kernel of data that we moved. We had a 23-hour Kaggle run. Remember, Kaggle cuts off in 12-hour increments, but our quantum computing, because it does not need that of the heat and entropy and the actual, accelerators themselves, shit runs itself. It did a 23-hour run, and we moved the literal entire metric kernel of data from Kaggle to Web 3. Therefore, we now have a sovereign micro blockchain, a bunch of free games, free demos. Go check it out. Play with it. It's free. Use at your own risk. It's future internet technology. LimeWire inspired music player, all that, it's on there. Knock yourself out. Okay? We give all that for free because we don't own math. We don't own science. Okay, that's not our creation. Okay? That exists. We utilize and look at things differently. Remember, we never had a formalized physics class. Sorry. Somehow we got what is deemed and construed in education. Again, apologies are bad. And now here we're going to read your comment because it's actually, Roach, more important than you think it is. This reminds me of Fun with Flags from Big Bang Theory. Raw dog. We ourselves, along with the rest of everyone else, have been told for years that shows like Big Bang Theory, which have been instilled into the general populace, all right, elicit that of utilizations of techniques. Okay? Now, not only that, but they took nerd culture. Hello and hi, Santos, welcome back. They took nerd culture in Big Bang Theory and tried to joke the fuck out of it. Okay? Now, they made very, very good jokes. Okay? They took nerd culture, they took comic books, they took the identity of that of nerds, losers, okay? And yes, maybe justice in some regards, way, shapes, and forms. Hey, K-Money! Welcome to the show! If anyone gets a sec, please go to It's Operator Kev's site, give us some scriptification, a followification, because they're looking to start streaming everything like that. The more conversation that happens, the merrier. If you got a sec, run by and give us some scriptification, please! Link in the descriptification. First thing that you'll see first and foremost. K-Money, welcome to the show. We can now call it to order and it can start officially. They made Big Bang Theory look like this monumental, epic, grandiose thing, all right, of what couldn't be. Okay? Well, Shyzabox, we nerd out. We've read our fair share of comic books. We've played our video of the games, a lot of them at that. More than we probably should have. A lot of time. We've watched our movies, okay? Been our timid shy with female. Don't know how to talk to girls. Okay? That of Big Bang Theory, that of what was expressed, all right? That was placated as a pedestal of, you're aiming for this. Eventually, you might even meet that hot chick neighbor, right? Theoretically, for philosophical entertainment. Okay, whatever. All right? Now, while a lot of justice was done, all right, they never really solved anything in the world outside of entertainment, okay? Anything in the world outside of what they, elicited in their personal lives. They succeeded in getting the next comic, getting the next video game system, getting the next whatever, okay? Sure, whatever accolades, and we haven't seen the entire series all the way through, so surely we're missing something somewhere, okay? And they did a lot of justice to showcasing a lot of the cool components and aspects of subculture and things of that nature pertaining to it, okay? But when they correlated everything in metaphysics, okay, to that of what existed in reality, all they did was turn people like Shyzabox onto it even more, okay? Now, we went to college at a little university down in the southeast, okay? We graduated. We have a history major, a philosophy minor, okay? We live in a society where we were told it was necessary for us to do such, okay? That we needed to obtain that of what is the accolade of empirical education with which we could be construed as worth more in society in the long run. Okay, now we've said this before, if we could do it again, now where we ended up now obviously is a very blessing and theoretically and how outcome happens, because everything is attributed to merely experience, okay? Again, we look at things a little differently, all right? we don't want to prioritize the speed and erasure of data. We want to prioritize how it is structured, because all the data exists. We want to work together, okay, to stack the blocks properly, okay, theoretically for philosophical entertainment. I send you a Cashapp even though we don't believe in money. Ah, well, that's, bless. That's very kind of you, Roach. You didn't have to do that. Much appreciated. Thank you very much. Yes, money is indeed that of a construct. Now, here's the thing. Don't think. Money is that of a necessary construct, okay? It's an equivalent of the exchange thereof. Roach, in fact, if it's not too late, you can pull that back, buy one of our books, get something in exchange. We love the reciprocality. Hell, you don't even got to read the book. You can give it away. Gift it at Christmas in the holiday season. Someone's birthday. Who cares? I got you this poetry book. It sucks. Give it to someone you don't like. Donate it. That's very mighty kind, but yes, we like to our conscious thought construe that as the reciprocal exchange thereof. But any blessing is a blessing, mighty kind, and we hope to ascertain and utilize that of anything within which we, as a construct, okay, now Shyzabox wants and needs for naught, anything above and beyond the metric of housing and holding ever, and that of any elicited financial gains from any of our endeavors, including up to that of our theory we already proven in moving the metric kernel of data from Kaggle to Web3. All right, we look to house and hold and do the best of best, and please let the world and or that of brethren in kind nature tell us and keep us in check should we start becoming a greedy asshole that's living in a mansion somewhere without debt and a ceiling. It's mighty kind. We hope to do that of with which you give us in the means and endeavors with which you afford us the opportunity to do. Very, very blessed. Thank you kindly for your generosity in any way, shape, or form. Mighty kind, thank you. My wife has her master's degree to be stay-at-home mom, while my dumb, only high school educated butt makes enough to support us both. So, when we said this, we were talking to K-Money the other day, which K-Money, he's up here on the metrics. He got the K-Money. We spent an hour today, I shit you not, dealing with ramifications of dumb-tectable tests going on right now. I shit you not, K-Money. K-Money kicked the game off, and believe you me, the game is fucking afoot. Metaphysics is crazy. All right, we'll keep you apprised. We don't know where the fuck we are in a process, okay? In a couple processes, that's irrelevant, but it is very perplexing. We don't, it's not on our side. We're just waiting to hear back. Everything's fine. What was that? Read a poem? Maybe at the end again if you're lucky. I know we're looking forward to it too. Stay on your best behavior. I'll do both. Malcolm Geit is my favorite modern poet. Well, that's awesome, okay? As far as having, literary endeavors or authors, even poets, even musicians that resonate with you is fantastic and phenomenal. Real quick pivoting, sorry we meant to stay too. We were talking to K-Money before. About if we could do it again, and like we said, we're very blessed to be where we are now, and somehow, way, shape, or form, it elicits this reaction. So whatever it is, it was thusly meant to be. Okay? If this be good, if it be not, it probably shouldn't thusly be. Subjective, right? We're telling K-Money before, if we could have done it over again, we wouldn't have gone to a full university. That's what we did. We went to a full university, okay? Full bachelor's with a minor, okay? Now, if we could do it again, we would have gone to a tech school, I shit you not, okay? air conditioning, plumbing, electrician, any component thereof, an actual trade and profession or skill, would have phenomenally done wonders on top of what was described to us as a necessitation and that of the roadblocks to success within which we need to circumnavigate. All of our literary works are available on Amazon.com and Kindle Unlimited, Roachman. You just got to search Shyzabox books. You can also, should you endeavor to choose, you can go to Books A Million, Barnes & Noble, or hell, even those sites themselves, and theoretically search Shyzabox books, Shyzabox books, and they would come up that way. The poetry one is called How Poetry, Poetry. It's not good. You're going to regret it. If you have a favorite poet, you can, set their book on top of ours so it doesn't get dirty. Doesn't matter what happens to ours. Trust us. But no, they're available on Amazon.com and Kindle Unlimited. You can read them for free, in essence. Get a free account there for a free trial. And or if you have an account there, obviously, it's a little paid there. We get 0.04 cents for every page read. We're a paid author. Maybe not a good one, but yeah, it's subjective. It's not AI made, right? That is correct. None of our literary works are AI made. Not one. You'll be able to tell from the typos that rear their heads. Believe you me, we fix them on occasion. Nope, nailing kalimba. We write some theological philosophy. Bless me, Father, for I will sin. Why hast thou forsaken me? Like we said, yeah, nailing kalimba. Our officially endorsed live stream note-taking journal. Now, you never know when you need to take notes in a live stream, okay? You don't even have to take notes in this live stream, okay? I'm gonna grab it. You'll regret it. You'll regret it, Roach. Maybe. I mean, I don't know. Maybe you'll like it. That's very nice of you, though. If you do too much. We already told K-Money not to buy our book. Yeah. K-Money said we couldn't stop him either. Mighty kind. The officially endorsed live stream note-taking journal. Don't buy that. It's literally, it's blank pages. It's a journal. You write the story yourself. It's a note-taking journal. We can live stream. You can too. This journal is endorsed by us for you. Fantastic. We really wanted to do that on the internet, and we thought it would be funny. And it fucking is. Be sure you do not buy Delectable. Pickled Punk Philosophy, New Non-Native Species on Mankind's Origin, Transmutating God. We wrote some buddies, we wrote with our buddies, gave us manuscripts and ideas, and we worked with them. We wrote a couple other books with them, some kids' books. Meatballs on Mondays, that's a good one, man, for first, second graders. Capybara Creek, that's an actual, it's a 3-act play. Now, it is... as a unique one that our buddy did, man, he did Dirty Words, Dirty Laundry Demon. This one, it's pricey, but that's because the ink in it. Okay, and learning the endeavors and stuff like that. I asked my buddy when I went to publish the book or whatever, he'll write the manuscript, stuff like that, and I'll put them together for him and get them out. We work together. We've known each other for a while. I was like, hey man, they have this premium ink feature. You want to put it on the book? And he was like, well, yeah, man, I want it to look really nice for my nieces and nephews and stuff like that. I was like, all right, dude, I'll do it. And we put it on there, and that shit skyrocketed the price. Shit's like a $20 or $30 book. We don't remember how much, but believe you me, the money does not go back directly to that of which. Okay, it's built into the actual cost of the ink. All right, and that's the artwork that's in it. Okay, now that's not the only artwork in it. Obviously, there's razzle dazzle and stuff like that. All right, I mean, a kid's book. It's a Dirty Word, Dirty Laundry Demon and stuff like that. But it is, the ink quality in it is the premium top of the line. All right, it's all like learning and it's all fun. And, you know, fortunately for our buddy as well, he wants for naught with his family. Same way we want for naught in that of our metric and accordings thereof. All right. But he also wrote Teresa's Scary Poems for Kids. That's a fantastic one for, you know, if you got any kids that like horror stories, stuff like that. Or they might hate it. But yeah, we do theological philosophy and all that and stuff as well. Yeah, absolutely. But anything that you wish to embark upon or endeavor, that mighty nice and that of your own accordings thereof. You might make like an extra $12. $12! You know how much we made in our literary sales last month? Believe you me. Now, K-Money jumped up and he jumped on undetectable and the intelligence paradox and kicked off I shit you not, a metric that we haven't even fathomed as far as international metrics and data, as far as all this other stuff, as far as where we spent an hour dealing with entity today, not to be mentioned and stuff like that. $12. I don't know what we could do with $12. That's like 2 combo meals. You like fed us for like a week. You learn to save half of those at a time, and you don't upsize. Would you like to upsize? No, that's an extra like 30 cents. We made 11 cents in our literary sales last month, and we used every penny to reinvest in this show. That's right. You might be saying, how did you use 11 cents? Well, we like no remainder left over. So we went to our neighbor's kid's yard sale, spent all 11 cents, walked away a happy individual. Well, I ordered your poetry book, shivering as though I might be. Hopefully it'll delight me. I can only hope it's as thrilling as that. Oh, it's not going to be. Name a page. Oh, no, that's mighty kind of you. Thank you ever so much. Yeah. Believe you me. You can always donate it or re-gift it after you read it. That's your best bet now. When it shows up, read it. It won't take long. You read it real quick. Try not to, like, bend it too bad. Surely someone at work's birthday's coming up. Fucking wrap that shit up. Your wife's gonna be like, get this shit out of the house. It's the worst thing I've ever seen. Who drew that picture? Be like, babe, I don't know how that shit got in the house. What's this $12 charge? There's no way this was $12. No fucking way. That's a mistake. You overpaid. That is, there was one month we made $11 in literary sales, okay? That's right. Paid authordom is a fantastic business. We utilized all $11 to try and elicit that of our marketing gain. Obviously, that's utilized by buying a wacky, waving, inflatable, flailing arm guy like that guy at the symphony and conference we went to saying how to be a better streamer. Selling them outside said that we would get ones of extra subscribifications and views if we bought this from him. And we were like, surely this guy outside of this convention we're at isn't lying to us. So we bought it, and it doesn't stand on its own. Subscriptions be damned. Looks like we won't get any of those around here. But you know, I don't know. I don't know why we bought them. They told us it would work. They said, hey, you know, do you like Joe Rogan? You'll be just as big. I think they meant if, like, we start eating a bunch of, like, creatine, though, because they were selling that, too. Now, we're not saying if you eat a bunch of that, it'll make you big. We don't know. Hey, we aren't a dietitian. We give no information. This is all for philosophical entertainment. Of course, everything's subjective to that of one's own understanding. Utilize anything you hear or do that about your own being and or where usage risk. Everything's fine. What? Read a poem from our poetry book? Well, since Roach said that they scored a copy, and I mean, thank you, Roach, mighty kind. We're not going to, because Roach bought the book, motherfucker, so you think he wants us to sit here reading the shit for free when he's got one on order? Hell no! We'll read a excerpt from our book, Nailing Kalimba. Excellent. Yes, we're excited too. Fair exchange. You think these hooligans I work with read? Bro, I'm a mechanic. I mean, we've seen tires. We're pretty much mechanics too now. We joke we're not mechanics, obviously. As a skilled technique and trade, and mad props and hats off to you. What out? Believe you me. Aside from basic motor repair and things of that nature, you know, a new battery in, an air filter, maybe a fuse, a headlight and stuff, we can do the basics. We can do oil changes. We can change alternators. We don't like to. No. We think that the system works better when we don't have to work. Now you might be saying, fuck that, not fair. Hey, but remember, we called Daryl Dixon dibs at being best of the worst internet celebrities there is, okay? Show sucks. Doesn't get better. Literally, best of the worst. And on top of that, we called Daryl Dixon dibs at being such. Might be familiar with The Walking Dead, right? Of course you are. Fantastic. Captured at the end of one season, escape at the beginning of the next. Again and again and again. 10 seasons. And spin-offs. We're going to read a quote from Nailing Kalimba. That's right. Because Roach is waiting on the poetry book and we don't want to spoil it for him now. I'm canceling my order. Fair enough, we don't blame you. Hold on, we want to make sure that we're not missing stuff. Hold on, all right. Let's go back to you said it's not AI made right. Yes, no. We do not use AI in any of our literary works, okay? Any of them. We use zero AI therein. Now, let us be very concise and clear. We do use AI. We create AI, we create computational code, we create and house and run games and demos and a LimeWire-inspired music player in the IPFS site in the description, okay? And we run notebooks on Kaggle with actual mathematic and computational code. We are an independent researcher. We don't have a team. We don't have a fucking budget. We don't have a ceiling. Okay? In our independent research, okay, not our literary works, okay, which do not house AI, okay, you'll be able to tell that probably right away in the first couple pages of your regret. Be like, oh, there's no way this fucker used AI. This was how much? And you try and justify it in your head over and over. Your wife's like, where's that $12 from our account? And you're like, babe, I don't know. Hold on, give me a sec. I'm trying to fucking figure something out. And like, she thinks you're like, you know, working on like a mechanical manuscript or something like that for like a 1960 engine that, you know, they don't make anymore when really it's just Landauer's computational quantum computing from the 1960s that we're referencing. Remember, our college didn't offer quantum mechanics as a class, but we bought a book and read it for funsies. Now, we didn't read the whole book, let's be honest. A lot of it was over our head, but we picked it up because we found it interesting. Wasn't a class. Ironically, we didn't read for our classes. Not until the last couple years of how we learned to do college. We shouldn't have been there the first part. I promise you, we shouldn't have been probably. In some cases, we weren't. Literally. I mean, we were supposed to be probably. 12 o'clock at noon comes early when you're tired. Fucking, I shouldn't have taken morning classes. I should have started at 3. We joke, we kid, we worked up to 3 jobs to put ourselves through college, believe it or not, because that shit's expensive. It was expensive back then. It's expensive now. Systems inflated. Hey, if anyone feels like it, another little computation that we ran, okay, now that's the difference, of course. AI is not in our literary works or anything like that. That is our conscious thought. That is what we try and exchange equitably as a sell. We give away our computation, our theory, our games, our demos for free because we don't own math, we don't own science. Now, we do own, theoretically, our conscious thought, okay? And that's why we sell our books. We give away our games and demos for free. And like you said with being a mechanic and, you know, hooligans read and stuff like that, you're going to want to start them off with Pickled Punk Philosophy after you acquire that one. Believe you me, it's soaked in brine, not literally, metaphysically. No, we look for that resonantial logic for people who want to pick up or acquire a book, okay? If anyone wants to just come, hang out, fantastic. Shyzabox wants and needs for naught. We are very blessed in our allotment. We're not rich. Money's a construct, okay? It is a very, very necessary construct. You need to have an equitable way to exchange thought and theory and physical reality and blood and sweat and tears and labor and work, and you need to have a metric of exchange that is universally agreed upon to facilitate that, okay? Money is a construct, but it is a necessitated form of an advancement of, theoretically, for philosophical entertainment, that of the bartering system, okay? You are bartered that of the construct of money for that of your time and services and that of your job, okay? Now, that of everyone else, likewise, okay? A universal construct, okay? Intrinsically, if you're out in the middle of the woods and you're with Ed, and Ed has a sandwich and you have a dollar bill and you're looking around and there's nothing to eat, who's better off? The $1 that represents the construct of what could be a sandwich or the sandwich itself. Okay, again, it's how you look at the situation. It's all experience and that of one's experience therewith. Let's look at another example of being dropped off in the woods. Say you drop someone off in the woods that's an Eagle Scout. We were afforded the opportunity to be, okay? Eagle Scout, faux life, right? Back when they were Eagle Scouts, I guess. I don't know what's happened to what. Theoretically, we don't know. Philosophical entertainment is subjective to one's understanding therewith. Okay? We ourselves are an Eagle Scout. If you drop us off in the woods, and we're not saying drop us off in the woods, please. We bruise easy. We're like a peach now. We don't have strong mechanic hands like Roach. You don't want us cranking your shaft. Believe you me, you need a real man to do it. Bring your car to Roach. He'll fucking fix you up. Don't bring that shit to us unless you're picking us up, and the AC better work. If the AC doesn't work, bring that shit to Roach. He's gonna fix that shit up. Pick us up in style. We're a needy bitch. What the hell's this show? I don't know. Alright. Hold on, we're trying to process some of these and get there. I haven't been this excited since John Lovelace's last novel. You too? Wrong button! Who's running? Metric, hold on. Hey, Booth, who the fuck's doing the soundboard? Oh, they're fucking fired! You embarrass us like that in front of Roach again, that's a fucking paying customer! You fucking... I don't care if it's his fucking birthday! You tell me he's fucking fired. He fucked up my joke. You tell him shut up. Sorry about that, Roach. Believe you me. We took care of the problem. Won't happen again. Or it will. Show subs. I wish we were still exchanging gold or silver, something with intrinsic value, paper money backed by intellectual pledges of an untrustworthy government is stupid. Not only that, but ironically, it's not even our government that houses it, is it not? If you're talking from like the U.S. based, isn't it the Audit the Fed as far as the Federal Reserve that houses and holds that of the currencies therewith, and isn't it a reciprocal loop in it, within which you can check our Lithic Logic and that of our Kaggle notebooks that we put therein, computational data, please audit us. On that of it's the, if you go to the description, taxes RBS under, taxes RBS, go to that notebook in there, you can see that every single U.S. citizen approximately is overpaying $2,000 in that of their own overpayment, because you're floating that of an administrative budget in an administrative state. Now, yeah. It's, we've already computationally pulled all of the national metrics and numbers, okay? Now, this is one of those things we do use AI for, but it's not one of our literary books, okay? Now, we've made and created our own AI as well, okay? Because we roll like that. We don't trust other people's AIs. That's why we write our own algorithms and use that within any of which we utilize, okay? Believe you me, when we interact with an AI, it's because we want to interact with an AI. You can go follow us on Bluesky or X and or, the link to the in. And if you look for this poster, I know it's reverses backwards on here. That's the magic of reverses backwards internet. Look for this poster here. That's going to be the one that explains that of all of the logic behind, okay, the Kaggle notebook, which is computationally verified and certain. Okay, we pulled national data metrics, okay, and made an entire tool that now any municipality, any community can put their own numbers in and see exactly how much they're overpaying. Theoretically, for philosophical entertainment. Use it or don't. We don't force what we want to be resonantial gain. Okay? We're not forcing entropy. You don't believe it. You are happy with everyone overpaying $2,000. We're not changing the system on our own. Everyone get fucked. Us too. We don't care. We already proved our theory and moved a metric kernel of data from Kaggle to Web3. Get on board or don't. And if everyone doesn't get on board, we can't either. Who cares? We're not going to fight the system. We go along with it. We sell out fast. By sell out, we mean buy in. SLC punk logic apply. All right, let's check these ones of chat that we're missing. We know it's better than us. We didn't really tackle your in the gold and silver and the exchange thereof. Yeah, with the Federal Reserve backing kind of the financial system in itself or whatever, and us being placated with a revolving loop of stupidity. Theoretically, for philosophical entertainment, yeah, there needs to be intrinsic value affiliated, associated with it, and even though there is, yes, the, Federal Reserve note aspect component thereof, the whole system is jacked up, okay? That of, theoretically as well, the variety of systems therein. And believe you me, Donald Trump and the government wants to show up with a briefcase full of cash and be like, hey, Shyzabox, here's some numbers, this is what we want done, do that shit. Be like, yes, sir, Mr. Donald Trump of the president, sir. Good old Shyzabox, that's your beckin' personal cosmological philosopher. Maybe not a good one. Call. Rain or shine, sir. And believe you me, he'll regret it too, just like everyone. But no, we either can do the job or we can't. You fired. I don't know. That's not a good impression, but he's better at it than us. We don't like firing people. We give them too many chances. Maybe we're not a good boss. Where'd that go? We don't know. But let me just trade you a chicken and a pound of blackberries. Believe it or not, brother man, if we're sitting at our desk and you had a chicken and blackberries, we would tell you could just have our literary works. If you trekked all the way down here and be like, here, man, just take a copy. It's on the house. You'd be like, oh, fuck no, dude. I thought you really needed some food. You look homeless. We know. It's the whole not having a ceiling thing gives it away, right? Can you make an entire meal with chickens and blackberry? If you, like, use them as, like, a topping for your chicken, wouldn't it turn your chicken, like, purple? I don't know if we'd like purple chicken. Believe it or not, we had chicken marinated in Merlot once. Turn that shit purple.
You've got mail.
It didn't look too good. But alas, you know, I mean, that's just how it goes sometimes, I reckon. You know, what you gonna do? Sometimes you got mail, sometimes you don't. Sometimes you don't want to eat purple chicken. Don't eat gray chicken either. Probably not good. Let's pound that into some memory and thought there. Avoid the gray chicken. Probably shouldn't be gray. Theoretically, for philosophical entertainment. I mean, I don't know. Maybe you doused yours in pepper. Blackened chicken, motherfucker! Pow! On the grill. Teach his own. I mean, you know. All right, what were we doing? Ah, yes, we're reading a passage from Nailing Kalimba. That's right, we've been looking forward to it, too. All right. Like we said, we're going to read a poem, but because Roach decided to pick up some poetry, now we're not going to. Thanks, Roach. Now you have to listen to this. Ooh. That's right, it's really good. This is a passage from Nailing Kalimba. Also available on Amazon.com, Kindle Unlimited. When I was but a lad, suckling on me mother's tit, I could hear that of the sea calling my nature. 'Twas this indeed from whar me tale begins. Nay, 'twas merely upon that of the teat itself, where I suckled the beat of that of the universe. What a fantastic reading. Yeah. Hell of a cliffhanger. You're probably going to want to check that out sometime. I mean, start that Kindle Unlimited thing. Cancel those other books. You're going to want that one, maybe. Or you're going to want none of them. Subjective, right? I guess. All right, where were we? No, we're good. Question what? What's that? Oh. A big-eyed Google face. Yes, yes, yes. Well, Roach, dealer's choice, what you want? You want us to read more? You want us to draw you a picture? We live to serve. And if you bought a book, believe you me, we're at your beck and call. Just ask K-Money. If K-Money needs anything, we'll stop what we're doing. Which reminds us once again, if anyone's got a opportunity or chance, go to It's Operator Kev, link in the descriptification. By not link, I mean you can see the name. Search that bad boy out. Give a subscribe. They're looking to start live streaming and, you know, adding some more conversation, some more thoughts, some more theory, and they're not allowed to do it yet, okay? We like to work together to do more, and if someone's looking to bring some conversation and topics to the table, then, you know, we're looking to do it all. I bought an entire 2 books, and you'll get like 33 cents. Bet you can't wait, huh? That's 3 times what we made last month. Remember, we make that 11 cents work, baby. Thank you, brother. That's so kind. As very, very kind, we hope that you're able to at least re-gift them should you totally regret it. What is the drummer boy carving? In our background? Point us in a direction and we shall reveal that of our secret wares. The only drummer boy that we are aware of isn't that of the carving, it's that of the Less Than Jake dancing guy. Now, you might be saying, Less Than Jake, those guys are awesome. You're damn right they are. This is the Less Than Jake dancing guy. So he's not like a drummer boy carving, but are you talking over here? If that's the metrics of the intelligence paradox of dumb-tectable on the metrics of delectable, don't buy that book, it's trying to trick you. Up yonder, that dude, that's a lamp. Ask and ye shall receive. Just point us in the direction, brother man, absolutely. All right. These drums up here, just say, yeah, all right, rock it. So yeah, this bad boy is a soldier lamp. Now, he got a little chipped piece there. We're gonna be honest. But you know, he soldiers on. He soldiers on. A little dusty, a little dirty, but aren't we all? Oh, yeah, yep. Drummer, soldier, whatever, yeah, old musket soldier, stuff like that. Yes. A lamp from the room of our childhood. Believe you me, he drummed us to sleep on a nightly basis when we turned off the light. Those were the days when we used that lamp. It's kind of just there now. But yes. It actually, we never really looked at it up there before in how it is, but it does look all right up there. It's like, yeah. You know, and you're we thought no one would ever ask. You're not like other viewers, are you? Unsubscribe, cancel those fucking orders, downvote. We understand. Yeah, no, it definitely, hell. It looks like, yeah, I mean, absolutely. Yeah, this whole thing looks like wood. And the thing is the kind of like brownishing kind of like middle part of them. It's not really skin tone, and that's what throws it off, because like his face matches that middle part of his uniform, but it's probably dirt. Or I don't know. But yeah, no one's ever asked us about that, so we didn't know what you were looking at. We had no idea. Believe you me, better something up there than us, sir. Oh yeah, man, I tuned out of the main part of the show a long time ago, dude. Fuck whatever you're talking about. I'm just trying to gauge how crazy you are. What's that shit in the background? How much distance do I need to cross the street and be on the other side of the road when I see you coming? Do I need to, just like not make eye contact, or do I got to fucking dipset to the other side? Shit, that's Shyzabox. Fuck that, right? You see what that crazy shit is. Good fun. Roach, you've been a blast. Believe you me. But we are getting to that point where we're probably going to end up kicking rocks ourselves. Well, all right, bud, I got to hop off. Good talking. Hey, you have a great night. Have a good one, Roach. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for any of the acquisitions within which you partook and joined the endeavors along the lines of K-Money and that the like. Mighty, mighty kind of you. Roach, man, mighty, mighty thanks, dude. You'll hold a place near and dear to our donor board. Believe you me, especially once those metrics come through and we can accredit them to yourself. Thanks a lot, Roach, man. You have yourself a great night. Thanks for hanging out. Believe you me, show wouldn't be what it is without you, and we wouldn't be looking to that 33 cents if it weren't for you. It's like you gave twice, and we only gave once. I mean, yeah, I guess you got the short end of the stick on that one. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. We probably owe you a couple videos. At least. Let us know if there's something we can do for you, Roach. We will be at your beck and call for, if you resonate with us, we resonate with you, and we definitely appreciate you stopping by and hanging out. But it is upon that time for ourselves, additionally, as well, to end up departing and heading out from that of this, entity. You still got drink? What? No, we don't. That shit's gone. We're out of drink. We can't do the show anymore. See? Out of drink. You be sure you take care of yourself first and foremost, because there's only one you. We can't go around making a bunch of fake accounts, replacing you and subscribing to ourselves. We got in trouble for that. Twice now. Theoretically, for philosophical entertainment, not really. It's just a joke. You take care of yourself first. There's only one you. No one can replace you because, believe you me, you are you, and you house and hold that of a very, very, very important metric in that of everything that you do. So take care of yourself because you are important. You are loved beyond all measure, more than you may know, even if you feel you are not loved. Someone out there probably does. After you take care of yourself, you be sure you look around, you take care of anyone else who really, really needs it second, because there are people out there hurting and starving and needing that don't know how to ask for that of help, support, and or any iteration of any entity with which to ask or anything like that. Hello and hi! Drew-a-git! We can call you Drew-a-git, right? Of course we can. D-Dog. We're just about to dip, but I mean, if you want us to hang out, just say the word, we will, but great channel. Where? Put the link in the chat so that we can go watch it. We want to see the great channel too. Please put it in the chat so we can all watch it. This one, jerk. We were about to kick rocks. No, you have a great channel. Well, thank you very much, Drew, D-Dog. Mighty kind of you to say thank you ever so much. Yeah, it's pretty fantastic. I mean, for what it is. What do you call being best of the worst internet celebrities there is, right? The show kind of sucks. You're not necessarily a good celebrity, but the channel itself that you're on could be great. Mighty kind of you to say thank you ever so much, but it is subjective. That's an uphill battle. You subbed, well. Drew-git, we appreciate that. We really do. Unfortunately, you're probably going to regret it, though at some point you're going to be like, man, I watched a couple more of those videos and dude's crazy. Or, worse than that, because you subbed and things of that nature, maybe now your algorithm's even worse off. Stuff's going to start being recommended to you, and you're like, what the hell's the correlation to this? You'll be like, oh, fucking Shyzabox. That's how it goes. But we appreciate it. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for being a part of that of the apparatus that is anyone looking to hang out. We love to venture and embark upon, that of anyone else's thought over that of our own, for we've already done what we do. Not a lot. We just made a little novel extension to David Deutsch's constructor theory, okay? But you have our attention to a good dot. D-Dog, if you wish to ask us a question, you have our entertained eyes, ears, metrics, and measures of paying attention there to yourself, okay? Aside from that, we were about to dip set and kick rocks. But you're more important than whatever the fuck else we gotta do. Yeah, probably. Theoretically. I gotta go see you when you are like, hey, fantastic. Not fantastic that you gotta go. Okay? Breaks our heart. But thanks for hanging out. Thanks for stopping by even for that small little interval of time. It means a lot to us for real. Subbing or anything like that, well, mighty appreciated. Thank you. You have mighty, mighty kind words. You have yourself a great night and endeavor upon, and we look forward to having a full stream with you in that of the future for real. Absolutely. But just like D-Dog's gotta go, we gotta go too. So remember, you take care of yourself first. Anyone else who really needs it second. You look around the room, take care of anyone else you like or love more than us. Unlikely, but maybe. 6, 7 more people. You take care of them next, but anything else you got left over at the end of the day, beggars can't be choosers, we'll take it. Because remember, we don't want your subscription, we want your money. Downvote the shit out of this, go to Cashapp and give us a buck, or go to Amazon.com or Kindle Unlimited, search Shyzabox books and buy one of them. Get off our lawn!